Hello everyone, in this video I'm going to show you how to get to 1,000 trophies in a single day with roughly around 1,000 gems. So basically I'm just going to show you the base layout that I have right now. So I have 3 army camps, but on the way up I only used 2 army camps. So I just want to make that clear. I only used 2 army camps to get to 1,000 trophies, and then afterwards I got the 3rd army camp. Now all of my base defenses are only at level 1, as you can see, but except for the cannon. The cannon's at level 2, and then both my gold mine and elixir pump are at level 3. I have my push traps at level 2, and all of my spring traps and my bombs are only at level 1. And as you can see, these push traps with this base defense layout that I have right now, they jump the enemies straight into that little section there, and then those bombs each do 50 damage. So it works out pretty nicely. So a lot of times giants or archers will get pushed into this little area where my archer tower is, and they get pushed right onto these bombs, and then the bombs blow up. And my builder hall is currently at level 3, and now I'm just going to show you some defenses that I have gone through that have been victorious. So I think we're gonna select one where the opponent was using 2 giants and 6 archers against us. And as you can see right here, that giant got pushed in there and the bombs instantly blew up. And now that giant is pretty much trapped in there. Yes, it did get a focus down our archer tower, but it kind of got separated from the rest of the troops. And now, just because of this base design, the troops have to walk all the way around those walls, and the giant's not even going to be able to reach our cannon. And we also have a hidden Tesla at the top there, and the archers aren't really going to be hitting that at all. But yeah, so we got left with 2 defenses, and that was only 60% damage, and we got over that. We got 100% damage against the opponent on that one, so we were victorious there. I'm going to show you another one here. This time the opponent's coming in from the top of our base, and once again using the same strategy. It's a pretty popular strategy right now. 2 giants and 6 archers, and this time the spring traps come in handy because the spring trap took out one of those giants. And then also these archers are going to run into these spring traps as well, and that, oh actually I was wrong there. It didn't hit our second spring trap, but it hit that push trap, which launched those archers straight into our defenses, and those bombs killed I think like 3 or 4 archers because the push trap knocked them right into that, which worked out so well for us, which was awesome. Okay, I'm going to show you another defense here again, and hopefully it'll be pretty effective. Oh yep, this one we've got all minions going against us, so minions aren't going to stand a chance against this base. Our hidden Tesla's going to be able to do damage to them, but the main thing is our air defense. It's got crazy range. I think I'll click on it. Yeah, as you can see, we've got it right in the center of our base. So basically wherever there's going to be minions or any other type of flyer units, mainly only minions when you're around the 1,000 trophy mark, but yeah, any type of minions, if they try to do, hit our buildings from a distance, it's not really going to work out because the air defense's range will definitely take them down. And yeah, I think that's the final defense I'm going to show you in this walkthrough video here, but I will show you some of our attacks as well. So I think I'm going to focus on when I actually started getting resources again. So as you can see, we've got 45,000 elixir and gold from this victory. So I looked at this base and I decided to just use all giants. The reason I did that is because all of these defenses, there's only 3 of them here, were right in the center of the base. And I figured just maybe I could get into the middle of the base and destroy all those defenses, and even if I only have 1 giant left, I'll probably be able to get 3 stars. And that's what actually happened on this raid. I don't think I'm actually gonna end up showing you the rest of this replay, because all it is the giant smacking all these bases, or the buildings that is. But yeah, this giant just hammers away and gets us 3 stars. And sometimes you just kind of have to analyze the base and have different options. So I used 3 giants there. The next attacked for the 50,000 golden elixir because I moved from 700 trophies to 800 trophies, I believe. That's why I got a bigger bonus there. But this time I looked at this base and I thought, okay, there's probably going to be spring traps at those openings to inside of the base there. So I'm probably not going to want to use just giants, because they're probably going to get, you know, killed by a push trap or a spring trap. So I thought my best bet is probably to just use some archers and take out this archer tower here, and then spread out the rest of my archers around the base and try to do as much damage as I can. So as you can see, I just kind of spread out these archers around the outside, and then the cannon and I think it's like a double barrel cannon. All that was left, that's not going to be able to actually hit our archers. So we don't have to worry about any damage from those guys as well. Okay, and I think I'm going to show you guys the last attack before I got to the 1,000 trophies. I was still sitting at around 800 trophies when I did this attack, but this was the third attack, because you can only do 3 attacks a day and get all resources for those attacks. So on this third attack that I did, and by the way, I gemmed to actually have another round of 3 attacks in a single day. So that's where the 1,000 gems come in handy. But before I'm getting a little off track here, I looked at this base and everything was inside the walls, pretty much except for those army camps on the top. And I thought, okay, this time I'm probably just going to want to use 2 giants to distract, and then use the rest of our archers to try and clear out the defenses at the same time the giants are attacking, and then clear out the rest of the buildings. And it actually worked out really well, because I killed the archer tower, which had the long range, and the other, that double cannon that was there. Here, actually look up the name here. It's, oh, it is double cannon. Yep, the double cannon died, and air defense isn't going to do any damage to us. All that's left that really could, or I guess it's called firecrackers. The firecrackers isn't really going to do any damage to us, but that cannon could have killed us, but once again, the cannon didn't have enough range, so the archer was able to take out a lot of that, the buildings that were left, and we ended up doing more damage than our opponent in that raid. And then as you can see, I just showed you quickly there, all of those raids that I did, those were all victories except for one. So this is definitely a good combination. You have to have a good base design, and you got to have a good attack strategy. And yeah, feel free to use the base design that I'm showing you guys here. It's definitely pretty effective. And I just really want to quickly cover here. I'll just pause this really quickly. Okay, so what I want to talk about just real quick is I used gems to finish my buildings, so I didn't have to do wait times, so I could just keep on moving forward. And kind of at the start, I didn't use archers and giants, because you only have barbarians at the start. So I used kind of a combo of, here, let's look it up here. I used a little bit of a combo of the barbarians, and then I used a little bit of the sneaky archers. I guess they're called enraged barbarians once you get them upgraded. But yeah, I used enraged barbarians and the sneaky archers, and that was pretty much my combo for a little while in the beginning. But yeah, as soon as I could get the next level of the army camp, which I believe I'm sitting at, or builder barracks, I mean. The builder barracks is at level 3. Once I got that, then I had the giants, and I started using giants and archers, or all giants, and then that was pretty much the combo. The other thing I gemmed to completion is, like I said, I did the finishing the construction of buildings and defenses. I gemmed those to completion, but also from the Star Laboratory, I also gemmed to completion all of the research. So I think in a second here, once we move forward, I'm probably going to look at that Star Laboratory. Maybe I won't, maybe I will. But anyways, what I'm trying to say is I got all the upgrades for the current builder hall that I'm sitting at, which is level 3. And getting all the upgrades for your units that are attacking enemy bases is really important. At the same time as getting defenses and upgrading your defenses is important. You have to be pretty even if you want to keep on moving up trophies. And yeah, I think I'll actually show you here. So as you can see, at Builder Hall level 3, we have all the upgrades possible. And yeah, like I was saying, you want to stay pretty even with the strength of your army and the strength of your base defenses. And once you pass around that 1,000 trophies mark, something that I noticed I want to tell you guys really quickly here is to make sure to get a 3rd army camp first. Not to get your builder barracks, which builds the units for you. A lot of people got Builder's Barracks level 4 before they got their 3rd army camp, and that allowed them to get minions, but the minions aren't that great. I notice a lot of people get their air defenses pretty quick, or the firecrackers that is, get the firecrackers, and the firecrackers destroy minions, and minions aren't really good after your opponent has firecrackers. So get the 3rd army camp, because once you have the 3rd army camp, I mean, you have so many more options for attacking your opponent, and you're likely going to get 3 stars, which I do the majority of the time. And I'm not at 1,105 trophies anymore. I'm currently sitting at 1,226 trophies instead. So I'm quite a bit higher level of trophies right now. But yeah, like I was saying, make sure to keep on, get the 3rd army camp before you get the Builder's Barracks level 4. And that's definitely going to help you after 1,000 trophies. And just use like 4 giants and then 6 archers. That's what I like to do. So 2 giants on each, or 2 of your army camps, and then the other army camp that you have, use the 6 archers. And that works out pretty darn effectively. And just a final tip here, make sure to get as many of those base defenses as you can. Maybe you don't necessarily upgrade anything else besides that cannon like I did, but yeah, make sure to get all those base defenses. The more base defenses you have, the more damage output you're going to have, rather than getting just another upgrade on one of your structures. I'd get the upgrade your structures last, for your base defenses that is, and then once you upgrade your base defenses, then move on to once you get all of your base defenses, then move on to upgrading the base defenses is what I'm trying to cover here. And then just one other thing I'm looking at right now, as you can see at the bottom of the screen, I've got the wins at the bottom there, all loot 1 for today, more available in 20 hours. So I kind of covered this a little bit earlier. Right when you start, you get 3 attacks, and each attack you do gives you resources. Now, you do one attack and it gives you so many resources. The next attack gives you the same amount. Then once you do the 3rd attack, you get like a little bonus amount of resources. But that's all you can get. Now you can get more attacks if you click Get More Now, that little icon at the bottom there. And depending on what trophy level you're at, that will be more or less gems. And depending on how much time you have left until your next loot available, it's going to be more or less gems as well. Since I'm at such a high trophy level right now, it's very expensive to be able to use that ability. But I would definitely advise you to use your gems on that if you have them available. Now the other thing I wanted to talk about is this is the last thing I think. I had a ton of gems saved up from Clash of Clans. I had over 4,000 gems, and at a little over 4,000 gems, and I spent just a little over that. I had a little over 4,000, and I spent over a little of 1,000 gems. So as you can see, I'm at 2,834 gems right now, and basically, yeah, just spent a little over that, and now we're sitting really good. And I honestly feel like I could push into the top 200 in the world, or at least locally in the U.S. And just because of having those gems saved up from before. I haven't ever spent a dime on Clash of Clans. That's just gems I've gathered from, removing rocks and bushes and trees and stuff like that. So you can definitely do this. Just make sure to save up your gems and spend them on the right stuff. All right, and we'll get this started one more time. And let's see here. Yeah, I don't think I'm going to cover anything else in here. Yeah, let's just skip forward a little bit. And yeah, one more time, just all I have is a Builder Hall level 3. Got all my pumps to the highest level they could get, and just get as many defenses as you can. And that's about all I have to cover for you guys in this video. Make sure to subscribe to this channel if you want to see more Clash of Clans videos. Leave a like if you liked the video. And make sure to post questions in the comments section, or requests of anything you don't want to see. And I'll just show you really quickly. Locally in the US, right at the bottom here, down at 200, you have 1,683 trophies, and I'm at 1,105 during this video, which puts me at 7,830. But like I said, I'm at 1,226 right now, so I'm a bit higher than that. And I don't think it's going to be that hard to get into that top 200. But that's all I have for you guys. Hopefully this was helpful. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.